Hi everyone, it's Mio here, and today I'm going to show you how to make these really cute characters. I made a tofu and onigiri character from needle felt. A lot of you guys have requested for me to make a tutorial that has fewer steps and is easier to make, so here are the two characters that I will show you how to recreate. They are relatively simple and requires only a few steps, so I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and for more like these, please subscribe and check out my other videos. Let's get started. Needle felting is incredibly easy. All you need is a felting needle, which is a special type of needle particularly used for this craft, some felting wool, which you can buy at your craft store. I bought mine at Hobby Lobby, and a sponge. I'm going to show you guys how to make the tofu character first. What you're going to do is take your felting wool, and with your felting needle, you're just going to make several pokes all along this piece of wool. After getting a general idea of how big my tofu character is going to be, I'm just forming lots of small pokes on one side, flipping it to the other, and making lots of more small pokes into a shape of a cube. The nice thing about felting wool is this is literally the only step you have to do to recreate these characters. Felting wool is just a really easy way to make really awesome things without having so many steps and so many materials involved. You just have to be careful not to poke yourself with the felting needle. Although you can't see it with the naked eye, the way felting wool works is that felting wool itself has a lot of cross links that you can't see, and every time you poke the needle through it, it forces these cross links to go across one another and hold its place. That's why every time you poke your needle into your wool, the smaller, thicker, and more formed your object becomes. This makes recreating organic shapes really easy and fast. As you can see, in a matter of a few minutes, I'm able to recreate this leaf that will go on the top of my tofu. All I did was took some green wool and I just shaped it into a nice little square, and with my felting needle, I just make it into a shape of a leaf. And to give my leaf a little more three-dimensional shape, I even folded it in half before I attached it onto the very top so it looks like a real leaf. And to attach two pieces together, again, all you need to do is take your felting needle and poke through the layers. To form my eyes, I'm just taking some black clay that's stuck onto some eyelets, and with my felting needle, I'm eyeballing where I want to place my artificial eyes at. And all I did is gently insert them, and when you're happy with the location, super glue them so they don't fall out. For my mouth, I'm taking some black wool, I rolled it into a nice little long snake, and I'm centering it right between the eyes. And you can also give your tofu a little more color by giving it some nice pink blush cheeks. As you can see, I created this whole character just using my felting needle. I didn't really have to use very many materials. And in case you're wondering, this character took me about 10 minutes to make, which isn't so bad. So now that you guys know how I made my tofu character, I'm going to jump right in and move on to the onigiri character. And for those who don't know what onigiri is, it is a Japanese rice ball. They often take a shape of a nice little triangle, so that is exactly what I'm trying to recreate here. I'm just taking some white wool, and with my felting needle, I'm trying to reshape it into the shape of a triangle. So I've already emphasized how easy needle felting can be, but what you might also not know is that needle felting is very forgiving on mistakes. If you poke your needle in the wrong spot, it's actually not a big deal. You actually have to do it several times for it to make an impact on your overall project. So for you guys who are absolute perfectionists but you're not the best crafter out there, this is really the craft for you. As you can see in these past several minutes, it took me multiple pokes in order for me to create this triangle on my rice ball. And even to form the seaweed that goes on the bottom, I'm just forming a dark little strip of seaweed. It takes several pokes before I'm able to get it the shape that I actually enjoy. There is no glue that requires or any other additional materials needed to recreate any of these characters. Once you're happy with the shape of everything, all you have to do is add a face and your character automatically becomes this really adorable piece. Unfortunately, needle felting is a more expensive hobby to actually have. I would say everything here that I use takes about $10 to recreate, or less if you have some of your materials from previous projects already. But it's definitely really fun and enjoyable to do. So if you have an extra few bucks lying around, this is a craft that I definitely recommend you guys to try out. I hope this video not only showed you guys how to make these two adorable characters, but answered a lot of general questions you guys been asking me about needle felting Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For more like these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my username is FlyingMio. You can share your creations with me there by putting #FlyingMio. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Good luck and have fun.